Hello everyone, welcome to our mains matrix series. In this series, we will do two things. Firstly, we will take up a current affair article which is very relevant from your mains perspective, discuss its important pointers. And secondly, what we will do is we will try to associate it with other GS subjects, the topics and subtopics into GS 1, 2, 3. We will try to establish an interlinkage. So let's get into the article first. So the article today is from Access to Empowerment, Use of AI in DPI or the Digital Public Infrastructure. Let's try to understand how the AI-enabled digital public infrastructure marks a paradigm shift. Earlier, we were focusing on financial access part through Aadhaar, Dhan accounts. Second came the digital transactions through DBT, UPI transaction, and now we have entered the stage of financial empowerment, okay, where we are leveraging AI for affordable credit and personalized services. Let's see how we are going to do this. Let's understand the access era first, which was the Aadhaar Dhan era, where more than 144 crores Aadhaar linked accounts were there. Banking in the Dhan system, in the Dhan ecosystem, more than 58 crore households came into picture. Then more than 2000 crore UPI transactions have been covered. So the paradigm shift from access era to the empowerment era, what are the key parameters? Let's see. Firstly, the objective was basic inclusion and welfare delivery. Now the objective has changed to welfare creation, MSME growth and equitable credit. Earlier, the core infrastructure was the Trinity or the Dhan, Aadhaar, mobile and UPI. Now it is ULI and account aggregators and Bhashini. The citizens were earlier passive beneficiaries. Now they are active participants. Earlier the credit model was asset based. Now it is cash flow based. Let's understand the tech stack of this empowerment journey. Firstly, layer 1 we had identity and access through Aadhaar as discussed. Layer 2 we have transaction and welfare through UPI and DBT. And layer 3 we have data democracy through account aggregators. And layer 4 we have what we are developing now is intelligence and capital, where ULI and AI are being used for credit scoring and utilizing alternative data. So let's see how ULI and AI are removing the information asymmetry. Firstly, there is consent and data capture. So MSME grants consent via the account aggregators. Second, what happens is there is alternate data aggregation from other sources such as the UPI transactions, the tax filings. This now third step, this is very important, where AI based credit scoring is happen. Okay, AI algorithm process these data to assess the risks and generate an evidence based credit scoring. Okay, this eliminates the need for traditional collateral delivery. Lastly, credit delivery happens. There is one more aspect to it, which is Bhashini. We all know that in India there are 22 scheduled languages. Because of this, there is a digital divide. This digital divide needs to be bridged in order to bridge the financial divide. So language inclusion has been provided. Bhashini promotes regional equity and ease of access by allowing citizens to interact with DPI in their native languages. Now there is internal security and cyber resilience framework also. There are RBI regulatory sandbox which are controlled testing environments for ensuring innovative fintech solutions. Then advanced AI based monitoring deployments are there to detect any fraudulent activities under mulehunter.ai and system integrity. Now let's understand how you can use this piece of information in your examination in your GS2, 3, 4, how it can be used. First, GS3 you can cover it into the economy and infrastructure part. GS3 you can also use it in science and tech part. Also in the internal security part, cyber security part. In GS2, you can reuse it with governance and social justice. Now there are two more aspects that you can link it with. I will discuss that towards the end, so keep watching. Linkage 1, that is economy and the infrastructure interlinkage. Firstly, we have AI credit scoring. Then we have reduced information asymmetry. We have formal access to formal credit, which leads to higher investment, which leads to employment generation and macroeconomic growth. Then the interlinkage 2 with respect to your GS2 paper, governance and social justice. Obviously, we can talk about e-governance, good governance features, paperless governance, transparency, citizen-centric services are there, real-time authentication are there. Then there is also targeted delivery to the vulnerable sections. In this case, we can talk about, as you can see, women, rural households, small entrepreneurs, and excluded populations. There are targeted delivery systems also, strengthening the welfare delivery system through schemes such as the PM Jan Dhan Yojana, we have PM Kisan, Ujjwala Yojana, Awas Yojana, NG Narega, and Social Security pensions. Now, interlinkage 3 with your GS3 paper, science and technology. We are also focusing on RegTech, which is the regulatory technology, where technology is utilized to enhance regulatory monitoring systems, compliance, and supervision. Okay, we are also talking about digital innovation, and credit scoring and risk assessment is done through AI based applications. Now, there are certain challenges also that we can navigate. Firstly, we have data and privacy issue under Article 21 GS paper 2. You can interlink this aspect where data privacy concerns arise and risk of consent fatigue among users. Okay. Then we have ethical issues. GS paper 4, you can use this concept there, GS4, where the inherent risk of algorithmic bias is there in AI based lending models. We do not know what kind of protocols AI is following. Okay, then we have the access gap between the underprivileged, persistence digital divide, financial literacy gaps, and exclusion due to technological barriers. We have systemic threats. Since the financial architecture is AI based, is moving towards artificial intelligence, we also have systematic cybersecurity threats, internal security threats. Okay, you can link it with other GS subjects in this manner. Here GS2, here you can come with GS3, then again here you can link with GS1 as well as GS2. Now, what should be the blueprint? What should be the way forward? Firstly, there should be ethical mandate for the AI system. Okay, AI should follow a set guidelines which are ethically mandated. Okay, and they should be able to explain themselves. What are the governance measures that should be implemented? Firstly, robust data protection is important. Okay, strengthen consent based sharing and build highly responsive grievance redressal system. This is very crucial when we are moving towards AI. Then inclusion is important. Expand the base of ULI and aggregators. Heavily promote multilingual banking via the Bhashini network, and regulatory sandboxes, especially under the vigilance of RBI, is essential here. Now, DPI can also serve as a digital public good internationally, so you can use it with in your IR paper also. India's model is pioneering for global digital diplomacy through South-South cooperation. India is exporting DPI as a global digital public good. Okay, and it has interlinkages with the Sustainable Development Goals also, such as SDG 16, which talks about strong institutions, SDG 9 regarding industry, innovation, infrastructures. So I hope you like this series, and we will do it more frequently.